Alright, I need to get something off of my chest. And I need to do it now. No script, no outline, no bullet points. Just a conversation between you and me. Let's talk. Is this thing on? So, this wasn't originally planned to be a video at all. I'm busy working on another video about Spider-Man, specifically the MCU Spider-Man, but there's been something going on lately. If you are unaware of what's happening with the DCEU, it's under new management. The people now in charge with the Kevin Feige sort of role, I think it's executive producer. I actually don't know the specific title, but there were two people that were hired to take the reins of this new universe. And those two people were James Gunn and Peter Safran. And just a few days ago, Henry Cavill was let go, or they parted ways. And people are freaking out. And I get it, but I also don't. Yeah, it really sucks. It kind of feels like a Andrew Garfield situation where he really cared about the character and the studio just kind of didn't care about him. And that sucks. Not gonna lie. But I think it was a necessary decision to let him go. Yeah, I know that's basically the wrong opinion to everyone outside of me and a few other people I know, but let me explain myself. The DCEU is going through major change right now. I've been seeing some people online go, oh, it's just a soft reboot. No, the DCEU, to be frank, shat the bed. It is so messy. There's so many different ideas. There's essentially two universes right now, the Snyderverse and the Warnerverse. People prefer the Snyderverse. People want the Snyderverse. I don't even like the Snyderverse. It's so much. But back to the main thing. God, I really need a script. People are pissed because they loved Henry Cavill's Superman so much, and they're like, oh, they should have kept him. But they really shouldn't have, in my opinion, because it would have caused too much confusion. I mean, think about it. First of all, Aquaman 2 is Jason Momoa's last Aquaman movie, and then he's probably going to become Lobo. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman 3 got cancelled. Cyborg, that's a whole situation. Cyborg's dealing with his own things. Ezra is committing crimes. Last time I checked, Ben Affleck is just trying to direct a DC movie, and Henry Cavill has been stuck in development hell. Basically, all the Justice League is already going to get recast. So why would you keep the same Superman? Yeah, sure, a lot of people would prefer it. And who knows, it might be better. But it would cause so much confusion for mainstream audiences that it would essentially not be worth it. Because as much as us diehard fans love to think that we make a difference, at the end of the day, this is a business. Businesses try to make money. Confusion within the movies leads to less ticket sales because people are confused and don't want to think about the movie and think it's bad. Which means less money, which means hard reboot. But I've been seeing people online go, oh, this is terrible. DC just made a huge mistake. I'm gonna need you to chill out. They haven't even made their first project yet. Give them some time. Like I mentioned before, James Gunn and Peter Safran are really good friends, and we know they can work together. Peter is great business-wise. He knows what he's doing. And James Gunn is a great storyteller. He knows how to make underground characters popular, fan favorites, mainstream. That's exactly what you want. That's how the MCU was created. They sold off their most popular characters, and then we got B-list characters like Iron Man, Captain America, and now they are front runners, almost as popular, probably in competition with Batman and Superman across the world. Why would you not want that for the DCEU? James Gunn has the opportunity to take DC to a whole nother level. Comics and movies, because as we know, movies influence comics and comics influence movies. And with James Gunn bringing different characters to the forefront, it's gonna be really fun. We're gonna see stories we haven't seen before. We're gonna see stories that are probably super original. I mean, James Gunn isn't scared. He brought Staryu? No, that's a Pokemon. Anyways, he brought the Star guy into Suicide Squad seriously without changing the design, and he made us feel bad for the character. And just to prove my point that he cares, he turned down a Superman movie and did the Suicide Squad. I know a lot of you will be scared that will turn into the MCU and too many jokes, like how Phase 4 has been, or just oversaturated. And one of your examples might be the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, which, if you're like me, you did not like at all. But I would also argue that James Gunn is a storyteller. He's a director. He understands the vision of what people are trying to tell, and he can grant them the access, and he will give them the permission to continue with those stories. Yeah, he can have an end goal of where he wants the universe to be, but each movie will have its own story to tell, its own characters to build. It will have people that we can care about. James Gunn understands characters. He turned Guardians of the Galaxy from a whole bunch of losers to a whole bunch of losers, but they're popular. That's pretty good in my opinion. I think people are overreacting, and while it does suck the DCEU is essentially restarting, take a breath and understand that James Gunn has the audience in mind. He has the characters in mind. He wants what's best for both the characters and for the viewers, because James Gunn is a storyteller. Give him some time. Hold on. Peep the Sweet Film Talk shirt. That is my teacher's podcast, and he is like my role model. So go listen to Sweet Film Talks, the podcast.